Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the live stream. It's been a couple weeks, but we're back in the Sync Producer Live. I'm excited. Let me know who we got in the building, man. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do. I'm still drinking my second cup of coffee because I'm going to be up for a while. Jason Dowdy's in the building. I see you, bro. How's everything going? From Welland, Ontario, filling the new countdown. Appreciate it, bro. Glad to see you back in the building. Shout out to Jason. Tomorrow, he's going to be doing the Sync Producer Spotlight live, which is going to be super dope. Or is it live or is it a video that's just releasing? Either way, it's going to be fire. We're going to be highlighting one of the community members who's just been crushing it. So I'm excited about that. Shout out to Jason for heading that up, man. So we're definitely going to dig into some questions today. This week has been crazy, man. We'll get into that a little bit later. We got Jay Hittown in the building. What's good from Coconut Creek, Florida? Good to see you in the building. Shout out to all my Sync Producer Hub members. It's live, even better. Let's go. I'm all for it, man. Super dope. Man, yeah, dude, it's been a busy week production-wise, knocking out a bunch of music, more things, more projects in the works. I got an email yesterday, it's a good email. Sync Producer Hub members know about it was a dinner meeting I had, and yeah, that is about to turn into some work for the community. So I'm excited about that. I'll give you guys details as that unfolds. We got some new music. Love it. Let's go. You already know. We had to freshen it up a little bit. Michael Connor in the building. Happy Friday. Shout out from Vancouver, Canada. We're showcasing Nate. Yes, sir. You guys have heard his music. And it's fire. So shout out to Nate. It's gonna be super dope. All right, man. Let's check out some of these community wins, man. See what the people inside Sync Producer Hub, see what they've been doing, man. See what they've been doing, and seeing how they, been motivating everybody. Here we go. We got Philip. We're like catching up from it's like 2 weeks worth of wins in here. I'm only gonna highlight a few of them because we'll literally be here for like the entire stream if we're talking about all the wins everybody's been getting. So shout out to Philip. He says first project with Universal Production Music as a top liner. So here's what happened. Oh, it's a story time. So here's what happened. I got a text message from my publisher with an opportunity to make 5 songs for an album for Universal France. He said, "Are you interested in a quick turnaround project for Universal?" I said, "Of course, send me the details." Mind you, my old self would have severely overthought this whole thing because it's Universal. But after years of working on my craft and years of waiting for my big break, I got tired. Because deep down, I knew I was ready for any opportunity that came my way. So when this one came, I locked in at the studio and got it done in only 2 days. That's crazy. Not only were they impressed, but they wanted me to do an interview to promote the project. So he shared an interview. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this. Matter of fact, no, let's play this joint. Let's play this joint right now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, this is the album. I thought it was the interview. Okay. Well, y'all can check out the album inside the community. Shout out to Philip. That's a dope win. Love to see it. Shout out to the Canadian. Look at the Canadians in here. The friendly Canadians befriending each other. I love to see it. All right. So shout out to Philip for that win. That's huge. Universal France. That's crazy. France is doubling down on production music, man. I just finished up a project for a publisher, and they were working on, it was for France. So, yeah, France, I don't know what shifted with France, but everybody's working on music for France lately, it seems. So, it looks like we about to see a lot of French placements coming through. So I'm excited about that. What's up, FYM Beats? Good to see you in the building. The interview is there too. I saw it. Oh, is it? Okay, maybe I clicked the wrong link. I think I clicked the music link. instead of the video link. But it's all good. It's all good. We got Jason Revels. Quick win to share. Just heard back from Butter Music and Sound after submitting my Titan Sports album. The library director said he gets briefs like this often and will keep me in mind for future opportunities. Felt good to get that response. If you haven't checked them out yet, I suggest doing a little research and seeing if it's a good fit for your sound. Could be a solid move for your catalog. Keep pitching, stay ready. You never know when the right moment hits. Let's go, Jason. So yeah, that's dope. I mean, just starting the conversation sometimes is like the one thing between, you know, a potential deal happening down the line. So shout out to Jason for reaching out, putting that album out there, and getting some feedback and like opening the ears from that publisher. So that's super dope. Love to see it. Let's make sure we like that joint. Jason Dowdy got a huge win 10 days ago. I signed my first agreement with actual upfront sync fees today. It's with the Canadian-based music library, Hard Music. They commissioned me for 10 orchestral hip-hop tracks at $300 per track. I'm stoked. Let's go. I love to see it. That's a nice little 3 bands right there to sit in your home studio and crank out beats. I love it. The crazy thing is, that's before the tracks even get synced. So shout out to Jason. That's a win, man. Got some a little bit of money up front, and then of course those back end royalties are gonna go up even more than they've been going up. Nate, the one that's gonna be on the Sync Producer Spotlight tomorrow, he had a birthday 9 days ago. He's a little bit closer to 40. Let's DJ him the birthday celebration. Come on, man. Another year is a blessing for sure. So yeah, man, those are a few wins. Steve Mokel. I should know how to pronounce Steve's last name. Anyways, excited to launch Infectious out there into the world with my new friends at Atomica Music, an album of 11 infectious electro and pop instrumental cues that I completed late last year. Atomica is a great partner, super professional, and did all the cut down versions of the tracks. Let the placements begin. Let's go. I remember when Steve started working with Atomica, he went through my TV placement mastery program and absolutely crushed it. Like within 90 days, he was landing deals, and this was one of the deals that he was able to land. So super excited, man, to see that music get out there and get put to work. So yeah, shout out to Steve, man, DJ Horn for that. That thing is ready to work. All right, so those are a few wins from the community. Shout out to all the Sync Producer Hub members. Y'all keep crushing it, man. I'm excited for everything that you guys are doing. So yeah, let's get it. Let's keep motivating each other and keep pushing. So we're about to open it up for live Q&A. If you are a Sync Producer Hub member, you now have that member only link if you want to come up via video or audio and ask a question. I just opened that room now. So if you have a question, just come on in and I'll bring you up and we'll answer your question. We already got a couple people calling in. So I'm gonna bring one of these guys up pretty soon. So yeah, let me see. Let's go, Jason. Rich finally in here. The other link he came did not seem to work. Yeah. So it's only if you have a question, Rich, and then I can bring you up. But as far as viewing, you can view from the YouTube. But we open that link up if you wanna be brought up for a question. Then you could just hit the link, join, and then I can bring you up if you got a question via audio or video. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, man. Hey, you've been putting the work in, bro. So well deserved for sure. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I think something weird is going on with my interface. Like if I was using a different channel, and when I push down on the gain knob, and then it was noise, and then I push it and wiggle it, and the noise will go away. But the buttons they don't push. They just turn. So it's something weird going on. I don't know. I know it's not the cable because I wiggled the cable. So I don't know. It may be time for, I don't know, either somebody take a look at this interface or the upgrade. I mean, when did I get this SSL It's been, man, I had this for a while, I guess, when it first came out. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's up. After this, you will be moving away from 40. That's what's up. First question: where are the masa chips? Listen, you know we keep masa chips on deck. You know we keep the masa chips on deck. This is just the. These are the white. I got hungry last night. I was working, so this bag is basically gone. I got some more somewhere I'm gonna have to grab because, yeah, I kind of got carried away post production. So yeah, now I'm hearing twice in two links with the second delay. Oh yeah, so if you don't have a question, Rich, you can just close out the eCam link until you have a question. So you don't gotta hear me twice. That would be weird. Sounds good so far. Okay, dope. LW, the legendary LW's in the building, says audio isn't as good as it used to be. I don't know if that's a joke or are you being serious, LW? Is that serious feedback or is it a joke? We don't know. I feel like she trolling. LW be trolling. Anyways, so drop your questions in the chat. If you have some questions. Seems like the mic used to be closer. The mic, let's move the mic. Here we go. How's this? How is this, LW? Is this close enough? Let's turn it up. I'm being serious because there's a delay between the other. Oh, okay. She's being serious. All right. Yeah, because it's not really coming out of this mic. Let's try it. Let's test it live. Let's see if. Okay. You see, do you hear that noise? Is it hissing over there? It was doing this one time I was recording too. Is it better? Is this better? That's crazy. Why do I hear the hissing then? So it's me. It's not you, it's me. I don't know. All right, well, we'll rock with this mic. This mic sounds better. Type a 2 if this mic sounds better. And then we'll move that. We'll get that out of the way. All right. Hey. We'll rock with this. That's crazy. Anyways, if y'all got questions, man, drop them in the chat. Hearing the hiss, sound quality is better, but now with a lime chip hiss. Okay, so y'all hear the hissing too. I have not lost my mind. Look, watch this. The hissing went away, right? It's gone. I'm literally pressing down on the interface. Now I let it go. It's hissing again. That's crazy. And I don't understand why. That's crazy. I tap it and it goes away. I don't know. I think it's the interface. I may have to get another one. We'll see. So the hissing's gone now on my end. AI, man. AI is the hot topic. It's been a wild week in terms of AI. We got a lot going on. We had the whole Suno Timberland situation. We got the major labels in talks with Suno and Udio and negotiating licensing and things like that. That could go anywhere. The other day, Coca-Cola just launched a record label. That's wild. So it's a lot going on and it's moving rapidly. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's been busy. And yeah, we're just going along for the ride and seeing how this stuff pans out. But luckily, I'm back on the stream. AI didn't replace my stream, so I guess we're good to go. Jason got a question. Then we're gonna bring Chuck up. Chuck just called in. Jason says, if you are working with a music library and they say there is no deadline, what is your advice on getting them music in a timely fashion? So if they don't give me a deadline, I'll just set my own deadline just so I don't forget about it. Cause like if you don't give me a deadline, that joint ain't in my calendar, like I will forget about it and just get distracted with everything else. So I would say set your own deadline, whatever is reasonable for you, depending on how many tracks it is, and also kind of prioritize whatever else you got going on, right? So the way I prioritize is, it depends on the budget. I'll prioritize based on budget and I'll prioritize based on deadline. If you don't give me a deadline and the budget isn't as much as maybe another project that doesn't have a deadline, then I'll go with whichever one is paying first. I'll knock that one out first. And then if there's nothing, there's no incentive, then, I'll just set it after I get everything else that's on my plate done. So that's how I usually roll with it. And then obviously if things kind of change or need to shift, then just reach out to them and, go from there pretty much. Timbaland out here getting bodied in the AI arguments. Thoughts and prayers though. Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, he got like mass attacked virtually. It's crazy. So, yeah, that's what I would do. That's wild, man. We got rid of the hissing by like squeezing a knob. The above mic is the one that sounds better, not the desk one. Oh, see, well, we on this one. We on this one now. But yeah, I think, yeah, it's crazy. So, well, I thought we had somebody to call in, but it's all good. FYM Beats. Ready to pitch for the first time, sports orchestral music. 1, should I send directly an album, 10 tracks, or just some songs? 2nd, should I send beats I made me alone or a mix of mine and collab? Great question. So first, should I send directly an album, 10 tracks, or just some songs? Since it's like a theme, sports orchestral music, I would send the whole album. I would send it as an album because it's kind of like it's a theme. It's all the tracks are like common sounding tracks or whatever based on this one theme. I would submit the whole album. Number 2, and I think that's a great approach because now you got like 10 tracks versus a couple tracks getting signed, and then they'll probably pitch that whole project as a whole to their clients, which means it could potentially increase the amount of placements you get. The album play's been a good play. Yeah, album play's been a good play lately. 2nd, should I send beats I made alone or a mix of mine? Either or. I mean, they don't care, man. Like if you got a couple collabs, just let them know. There's some co-writers on here, and then they'll let you know whatever the next steps are in regards to that, and then you keep it moving from there. Or if it's just you, even easier. But yeah, they don't mind collabs as long as I'll say they don't mind collabs as long as there's no potential clearance issues. For example, if you collab with someone and they are signed as a producer or a writer with a major publisher, then that could cause some issues. They may not like that. But if they're independent as well and they're easy to get in touch with and you got splits and all that stuff sorted out, it shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, Rich says, I hear everyone talking about sending a playlist to libraries for submissions, but I'm not sure what that means. Make a Spotify playlist and an email with a list of links, something else. Great question, Rich. So let's clarify what we mean when we say submit a playlist to music libraries and things like that. So a playlist is something, there's multiple services where you can do it. The one I prefer personally is disco.ac. But there's other ones out there that kind of do the same thing, like Real Crafter. Shout out to Real Crafter. They were one of the sponsors at Shades of Sync last year. And Disco, Real Crafter. There's some other one, like I heard about Swayzeo. I've never used it, but it seems like they kind of have a similar setup. But what it does is it allows you to create specific playlists for pitches, right? So you can create a wide variety of demo reels. You'll see it when we do live music reviews a little bit later tonight. You know, a lot of people in the community use Disco, and you'll see like it's just literally a playlist that allows you to stream. You could enable an option for them to download so they can stream only, they can stream and or download, or, you know, whatever. It gives them options, and it also includes metadata, and you can include lyrics, you know, writer info, contact info. Makes it really convenient when you're pitching music. That's what we mean when we say a playlist. You don't want to use like a Spotify playlist because that's not going to allow them to do what they need to do. If they don't have Spotify on their phone or whatever, say they're on the go, some music supervisor or something, or a coordinator, and they're like listening on the go, may not be convenient. They may prefer Apple Music over Spotify or Tidal over Spotify. So it's when you use a service like Disco or like a Reel Crafter, it's going to open up conveniently no matter what device they're on. If it's mobile, it's going to be clean and easy to play from mobile. If it's on a computer, it's going to be easy and clean to play on a computer. iPad, same thing. It just makes it easy when you're sharing stuff, and it doesn't eat up their email space if you're versus like attaching MP3s and WAV files and stuff like that. And don't use Google Drive, please. Save everybody the headache, and do not use that, because man, those permissions, man. Yeah, just don't do that. Don't do that. I have used Box.com when I first started. It was free. Sometimes I still use Box, depending. Like sometimes they may ask for a box. I've had some where they ask for WeTransfers. But I usually don't do WeTransfers too much just because it may expire. So, all right, we got Jason, man. Let's bring Jason up. Looks like he has a question. Yo, Jason, can you hear me, bro? Uh-oh, you just went mute.
I'm so sorry about that, man. I didn't have a question. I was just trying to log on,
Oh,
and I
you're
just
good.
realized you were alive. So I'm so sorry about that. I'll I'll
It's
I'll just continue listening.
it's all good, man. Take it easy.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah, man. DJ Rail says, right, just saw a video today where he trained AI on a hip hop producer instrumental. Crazy. Oh man, yeah. It's a lot of it's a lot of things going out there, rumors and whatnot. Lamar Franklin, hear you well. Okay, dope. No doubt. Yeah. Google Drive, yeah, thumbs down to Google Drive. Yep, indeed. Yeah, so yeah, man, it's definitely been a lot. It's been a lot. If they ask you for your MySpace link, it's a scam. 100%. Like, just assume it's a scam if they mention MySpace. Also, Universal Music will not ask you for $200 to submit music to them. I've been seeing that one float around, which is wild. Like, yo, a major corporation like literally asking you for a couple $100 is hilarious to me. Like, and then like it's crazy because in the email that like they'll say like, yo, you know, if we move forward, like we'll fly you out and this and that. But it's like, well, if you're gonna do that, why am I paying you $200 when my flight and hotel is gonna be more than that? Aaron says Tom would never scam. We just got a power flash here in New Jersey, rain coming, but my MacBook and connection still holding up for now. Oh man, weren't y'all having a storm a couple weeks ago when we were live? I know we've been getting rain like, man, most of the week. So it's been crazy. Yeah, it's been crazy. But I agree. Tom was a trustworthy person during the MySpace days with his white tee. It like the profile picture just never changed. That is crazy. Jason Dowdy says, not really a question, but a testimony to the Sync Producer Growth Pack. I've hired a VA using Upwork, spun up Asana, and I am able to get a lot more music made with my time freed up. That's a win. That's what that is. Sync Producer Growth Pack, man. I'm telling you. Listen, it's a lot to do in sync licensing in terms of like the important admin stuff. And once you get a couple projects going at the same time and you start juggling deadlines, you start to realize, man, I feel like I've been like typing in spreadsheets and listening to music and typing lyrics, which shout out to Disco, because now Disco has the lyric transcription thing. But you find yourself doing a lot of like non-creative work just to keep things moving. So yeah, we talk about how to not get stuck in that cycle, in that Sync Producer Growth Pack. Tom, the original AI friend. That's hilarious. How do you feel about FL Cloud? They have a lot of sounds, loops, one shots. I don't know. I'm not an FL user. You have to ask. I think Jason rocks. I know we got a few FL users in here, but now I only use like FL maybe like 3 times in my life. And it was like because I was at somebody else's studio, and like this is all they had. So I was like, I'll figure it out. Just show me where the sounds are. Show me where the sounds are, how to create a new track, and I'm good. I'll figure it out from there. That's so funny. Like, was Tom even real? Was he even real? For the new people joining, man, drop your questions in the chat. We're talking about sync licensing, how to get your music placed in TV and film. A little bit later, we're going to do live music reviews from the community, seeing if music is ready for TV and film. And then after that, I'm going to cook up a little bit live. Matter of fact, you know what I should do? I might have y'all give me like a brief on the fly, and I'm going to just create to it. But we're going to have to make it fun, though. Like, put a time limit on it or something. We'll make it fun. I should not have drunk that much coffee this late at night. I'm going to be up till about 3 a.m. doing that. Jason says, yep, I don't use FL Cloud, though. It takes a lot for me to commit to a subscription. That's money forever. FL Cloud. So, yeah, it sounds like sounds, loops, one shots. Yeah, one shots. Man, like anytime I've done, ironically, I've had a Splice subscription before, but it was mainly for like one shot stuff. And it was something else I was using that for, but yeah, just playing around with it. But a lot of one shot stuff, I just like to kind of pay outright and then just have it. And, just kind of be able to move it from drive to drive, like wherever I need it. Like I got a bunch of stuff on this, this portable SSD I have. So I can just pull it up on the iPad or computer or whatever. I'll use it like that. But yeah, I feel like a lot of companies kind of have it set up like that, where it's like a subscription for the loops, the sounds, one shot. I think pretty much everybody, because Lander has something like that. But then you also get like plugins and stuff from Lander with that, which is cool. Obviously you have the subscription models with the plugin companies and things like that. Which isn't bad. Like I've done Slate Digital. I think Slate Digital was probably the one I did the longest. And then I just learned like I didn't use like everything. So then that's when I was just like, okay, let me buy these few plugins that I use the most, and then I'll just just cancel it and just use the ones I use the most, because it feels like you're paying for like everything else that you can't use. Waves joint is extremely overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Like I go into my plugins in Logic and I'm just like, bro. Luckily, Logic, like you can search plugins now in Logic, which is amazing. But literally to see this massive list of like everything, it's just like, whoa, bro. Like this is going to prevent me from creating, because now I'm curious. Like, oh shoot, like what is this? Well, what does this do? Oh, this sounds interesting. Meanwhile, 2 hours go by, I've created nothing, but I know how this new EQ works. So, yeah, I don't like the overwhelm of having everything. I do like if you can like pick and choose which ones you want and only see those. I think that's convenient if you can do that. I like to see what an actual brief looks like just to get an idea. Absolutely. It's basically just a description. I wonder, I might have one. Let me see if I have one that I can share on the screen. Maybe an old one. Which folder would it be in though? I think I moved that folder. Let me see. Or just deleted it altogether. Nah. I'm sure I got one. Let me see. I got one in my email somewhere, I'm sure. So they can be as simple as just a paragraph. Here's one. Sending out an email to see if there's a trailerized version of How Soon Is Now by the Smiths out there. Don't have time for a custom. We're just hoping that there's one that exists already. If you have it, send it. That's a brief. It's quick, straight to the point. Then it can get even more detailed. Let me see. Here we go. Sisters in Italy. So needs a lot of music, full and instrumental. They give you a synopsis. Following the death of their mother, two sisters at odds with each other, blah blah blah, a bed and breakfast in Italy. So they give you like a synopsis of either the scenes or the movie. They got director information, producer information: Tyler Perry, Angie Bones, Tika Sumpter, Tony Strickland. Schedule, final mix, May of 2025. Then they go into musical needs. It says the total fee for these placements is $20K all in, and your payment would be $10K, is like a 50-50 split. A soulful, mournful song in the style of Aretha Franklin. A soulful, Smokey Robinson song style with lyrics about crying or sadness. So they go through like the different types of music they need. And then they have another list where the fee is a little bit different. So the use may be a little bit different. This one was $10K all in. A background cue while two friends chat in the living room. Neo soul vibe, casual hanging out. Authentic Italian, contemporary, and vintage instrumentals. And yeah, so basically go through that, and then usually they'll give you some type of deadline. So basically, like, the main element of a brief is going to be like an overview of what they're looking for. Sometimes they'll include references, like a link to references, the budget, and deadline, and how to submit, basically. So it can come in the form of an email. It could be a text, depending on who you're working with. It could be like a PDF file, and they just send you the PDF file with, you know, the whole outline of everything. So it comes in different ways, but those are the, you know, the main elements of a brief. So yeah. What's the theme of the cookup tonight? A brief that you have to work on or improvising? It could be either or, because I'm definitely in the middle of a project, so it could probably be for that. Either way, it's something that's going to get used no matter what. So yeah. Can you and should you submit the same tracks to different licensing companies if they're not signed and you're trying to get a deal and get a situation? Yeah, absolutely. I'll send the same playlist to like 100 and something companies until someone hits me back and say, hey, we want to sign these. So yeah, that is not an issue, because you don't know if they're going to hit you back or not, right? So if you like submit one, say you got 5 tracks, you want to submit these 5 tracks to one company, there's no guarantee that they're going to hit you back. So for me, it doesn't make sense to like wait to hear something back and you don't even know if they're going to hit you back for real. So I'm like, yo, hit up a bunch of different companies, and whichever one hits back first, boom, first come, first serve. And then if others hit you back after you submit that playlist, just be like, yo, another publisher signed these tracks, but I got more just like it. Boom, you're in there. Now you're working on the second deal. So yeah. Michael Connor says the Sounds Online Composer Cloud is insane. Definitely one I'd make good use of, because you don't need to have tons of HD space. That's what's up. Speaking of Lander, they've supplemented Synth GPT with a new plugin, Drum GPT. I used it on my submission tonight. Oh, snap. So we get to hear what that sounds like. Maybe you could ask ChatGPT to create a fun brief and see what it does for a truly random cookup. That would be crazy. We may try that. Only 2 hours. I'm not sure. What are you referring to, Rich? The stream? We're going to be hanging out for a minute. So it'll probably end up being about 2.5, 3. We're going to be here. Brief GPT. I love it. That's hilarious. Michael Connor says, I saw a brief earlier today, which I'm going to submit to, but the context was kind of vague. So I'm hoping to maybe add a little unique flair to help it stand out. Who knows? I feel you. Sometimes they can be vague, where it's just like, what does this mean? I feel like it has to be a deeper meaning than what you just told me, because I don't get it. Or you can get references. I've gotten briefs with a reference list like the size of Sony's music catalog, bro. Like everything was on that joint, like a lot of tracks. So it just gets to a point where it's like, yo, pick a few that you rock with and just run with it. That's what I did. And yeah, because there's no way you're gonna like touch everything. But it's kind of cool, like, because you can just kind of pick and choose like what you want, and it seems pretty broad and open, which means the chances of them taking is probably a little bit higher on the high side. They're just like, we're looking for all of this. So yeah. Wait, can you base a submission on a published copyrighted song like How Soon Is Now? So the only time I'll work on something like that, Rich, is literally if the publisher hit me up for it. Like if the publisher hit me up for it, then I'll spend time working on it. Or if I know like this is one of those songs that you hear a lot of remixes to, so it kind of tells you like, you know, getting it cleared probably won't be an issue. So that's the only time I'll work on something that's like copyrighted or like a cover song or like, you know, a trailerized version of an already released song. So yeah, you can do that. And if a publisher's hitting you up for it, then they're already prepared to kind of make sure everything is cleared and they can do what they need to do with it. Jason says sometimes they ask for covers because they've already secured the rights. Boom, exactly. See, if I just would have scrolled one more time, I could have just posted it up there. LV Drizzle in the building. What's up? What's a good? Whoa. Oh, my bad. I cut the message off. What's a good price for a work for hire for vocals? I see that a lot of rappers is sleeping on sync. I tried reaching out and no response. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it myself. Work for hire for vocals. So if you're trying to pay somebody to do the vocals that you wrote, I guess, or like record the vocals, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would depend. Like, I guess it would depend on, I guess, whatever the budget is, and I guess what you think is fair, for the amount of work that they got to do. You know. Like if the budget's decent, and if you're one, and then like how long will it take them to knock it out too? So I haven't had a situation where like I wrote the lyrics and then had somebody like just record them like on a work for hire situation. It was mostly them writing and then I just produced and then they just wrote and recorded. And usually I usually just do 50-50 in that situation. If I was doing the writing and they were only doing the recording, then I don't know, maybe I'd kick them, I don't know, 20% or whatever the 15-20% or whatever the fee is. If it makes sense. I hope companies hit back more than rappers. I'm crying inside, in fact. Yeah, man. A lot of artists sleep on sync for some reason. I remember I hit up an artist once because what was the project, man? I think it was something with BMG. They were looking for like a certain type of vocal, and I came across an artist online who had that vocal. So I was just like, "Yo, I'm working on some stuff for a TV project," and I had told him what like the fee was, that like what BMG was giving us, and I was like, "We'll just split that 50-50." Man, he thought I was trying to charge him to work and collab on this thing. He was just like, yeah, like this sounds like a great opportunity, but like, I don't know about the, paying the fee. I'm like, no, bro, like they're paying us to work on this. I'm going to give you half. So your portion would be, X amount of dollars. And he was like, oh, he's like, yeah, like, I don't know. Like I was talking to my team and like, we went through this whole weird team thing, which is weird. Like, do you want to do it or not? Like, it doesn't require a full team meeting or 7 to make a decision. So, yeah, he thought I was trying to charge him. It's like, no, I'm trying to pay you. And then he was just like, yeah, I don't think it aligns with like, my image as an artist or something. It was weird. I was like, all right, man. All right, I get it. So we moved on. I think we ended up just finding a songwriter who was just super dope. And yeah, we knocked it out like that. Matter of fact, was that Kel Keys. I hit up Kel Keys to do it. Kel Keys did it. Now Kel Keys has placements on one of Tyler Perry's sisters, and Love Is Blind. That's what happens, man. When you sleep on it. He could have had those placements, but nope. Shout out to my guy Kel Keys. He came through clutch, and now he got placements. So funny story. I'm curious about that. Jason, the movie The Craft seemed to be full of covers like that, including How Soon Is Now. I assume it would be something they'd ask for if they have rights to it. Yeah. Said you would research a new thing and would lose 2 hours on it. I said only two. Oh, only two. Yeah, no, it'd probably be like more than 2 hours on the playing around with all the plugins, man. It's crazy. Saint Devil says, what are your thoughts on emailing libraries with a pitch to your portfolio website with examples of recent work and offering to compose a new album for them rather than pitching already made tracks? Even with the pitch to your portfolio website with examples of recent work. I mean, I think it could work. It doesn't necessarily hurt. I think, at least from conversations I've had with other publishers, I think they would prefer you to present an album idea or just finish the album and present the album and then go from there. Versus like, hey, I'm open to to work on a new album. Like, obviously it could work that way. Like, I've had situations work out that way, but I like to send them something that they can sign if they want to sign it. Like, if they like it, like, oh, this is great, give them something they can use, because it's sort of like a tease, right? I kind of learned this from the industry side of things with like going in the studio with like artists and things like that. Is just like one of my mentors told me, he was just like, yo, like, never show up to the studio with like a pack of tracks that aren't even available. He was just like, because if they hear something they like, you got to be the one to tell them like, oh yeah, nah, this isn't available. And then they're just like salty, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, only play the stuff that you can like give them and that they can use, because you don't want to put a sour taste in their mouth. That's just my perspective anyways. So, We Create Music TV is in the building. What's good? Without giving the details away, everybody probably has the brief in their inbox too. This one says, we want a string quartet version of XYZ track. I think you're right, Jason, with the emotion. Yep. I did see that come across my email too. Omega says, let me apologize on behalf of rappers. Less of them have business sense than you already think. Yes, I agree 100%. Producers too. Like, man, I'm telling you, some conversations. I have a lot of conversations. Well, I mean, obviously, like, I help a lot of producers. So, yeah, man, I think, I think creative people in general, like writers, artists, producers, like, when it comes to like the business stuff, business etiquette, communication, it will blow your mind how talented a lot of people are. And then you realize it's not your music that's holding you back. Like, I was just having this conversation with somebody else too, but it's like the other stuff, man. It's the communication skills. It's the following up. It's the properly typing an email. It's the, not saying like weird things to like, it's like not, it's just etiquette and I guess experience too. Cause if you don't know, you don't know. But, yeah, I feel like a lot of creatives kind of struggle with just the business mindset of things and how to approach people and, get that locked in, to really push them over the edge. Cause like the music could be there, but if the approach is wrong, then you can miss out on an opportunity. So yeah, tap in with Omega. Yeah, you won't be disappointed. I sent out a text to 4 people I know that are dope rappers, but it's hard to explain to them the sync because they chasing the label slavery deal. Oh man. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why we gotta, we gotta educate them. That's why we do these. Answer all these questions. So, yeah, man, because it's an opportunity, man. And, excuse me. I try and get artists to understand, too, that, like, this can be, like, this isn't about laying down your vision for yourself as an artist or your brand as an artist. This can work with what you're trying to do as an artist. Like, this could fund your whatever you're trying to do as an artist, right? And it can only build up your artist brand if you do it right. Like, even if it's not, say you work on, say you get hit up and you worked on whatever, man, like a children's song, right? But you're not typically known to write children's music, but you know how to rap, so you can do it, right? I mean, you don't necessarily have to go around branding yourself as like a kid song rapper. Like, I mean, you still do you as an artist, but you can put in your bio that you've had music placed on whatever the network that the kid show was on, or whatever the name of the show or whatever. And it's going to help you immediately stand out amongst everybody else, because most people don't even know how to do that. Like, what, like how did that even happen? So, so, you know what I mean? Like, it can all work together for whatever you're trying to do. So that's how I view it. Chuck Taylor says, when you explain that it is a long process, they don't want to wait. That part too, impatience. They want instant gratification. I find this typical too with a lot of the younger generation of creatives. Bro, the impatience is crazy. The other day, man, like, sometimes I will, even my kid, I will like literally make him sit through YouTube commercials because he just want to skip them. We couldn't skip commercials when I was a kid, man. Like, you had to sit and watch that joint and wait till the show come back on. And it teaches you patience. So I was just like, nope, you about to watch this Rice Krispie treat commercial. Because it's just like skip. Like, the patience is non-existent, man. Like, I need it now. If it's not paying off now, they're like, yo, can I get, like, I've had somebody hit me up. They're just like, yo, like, my rent is due like next month, trying to see if I can get a placement real quick. I'm like, yeah, this ain't it. this ain't gonna be the path for you to pay your rent this month, cause yeah, you got some time. You got some time to put in before you're getting. I've never seen, like, from zero to a placement within a month. I'm sure it's happened, but starting from scratch, it's just not realistic. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, I'm not gonna even give you false hope, because, man, that is a miracle. You better off just you're better off hitting up a temp agency and getting a job at a factory overnight. Like, you'll get placed with that faster than you'll get some music placed on TV if you need to pay rent this month. LW says Timberland would say create an AI rapper, problem solved. I don't think people realize that Sync can reverse engineer seriously getting into the game. Placements will get you fans too. Exactly. Larry Bradshaw says most folks just want or have the Hollywood mentality and have zero business sense. Those are the ones that just simply aren't ready yet. Be wise in choosing who you want to partner with. Yeah, that's true. Short attention span. Yes, super short. Sometimes the magic is in the commercials music. I agree 100%, man. Man, I've gotten so much inspiration just from, like, listening to commercials, especially in what we do. Like, it's just like, no, like, play the commercials. I want to see the commercials, because that's what we make music for. So you can learn a lot. Yeah, I call that the microwave mindset. They want to hit 2 minutes and get a whole meal. 100%. That nails it right there. All those crazy jingles you remember from way back when. Yep, patience is still paying off to this day with royalties. 100%. LV Drizzle says, I know it was something I wanted to mention this Friday. Everyone, your music is real estate. Put as much good, usable intellectual property as possible on the market. It's a marathon, not a sprint. That deserves a DJ horn. That sums it up right there. It's intellectual property. So I don't get, man, I don't take this stuff personal, man. The music, the feedback from publishers, they say they don't like it. All right, sweet. Like, I'll pitch it to the next publisher. Oh, they like it. Dope. That's what's up. Let's move on to the next one. Like, it's just like, it's IP, man. It's real estate. It's just, that's just what it is. And the more you can exploit that, the more you have to exploit, then boom, the more IP you have working for you. That's YouTube parental abuse. Sit through the commercials. You know what's funny though? Like, he was just like, I like the commercials. I was like, wow, okay, see, there you go. But this is, it backfired on me though, because we're riding down the street and he's seeing like restaurants that he's seen on the commercial. He's like, yo, can we go to Taco Bell? I was like, why you want to go to Taco Bell? It's like, I seen it on the commercial. I was just like, oh man, he's fallen victim to the marketing. The marketing's got him. He has no idea what that Taco Bell would do to his stomach. Oh man. So that's it, man. So listen, we're not going to end this stream because this is Sync Producer Live. We're doing a little bit different, but we are going to take a break and then we're going to transition into live music reviews. And we're going to listen to some music from the community and see if it's ready for sync. So let's take a quick 5-minute break. Go get a snack. I'm going to go find some masa chips. I think I got some masa chips somewhere. And, you know, go use the restroom, whatever. And it will be right back, man. I'm excited. Let's get it. All right. See you in a minute. Peace. All right, let's get it. We're back. Live music reviews. If you are not a member, unfortunately, we can't review your music, but you can become a member. The link is in the bio. Not the bio. The link is in the description to join Sync Producer Hub, and look for the pinned post. Live music reviews. And then we'll try and get to it, man. We're going to try and get through as much music as we can tonight. Seeing if this music ready for TV and film. And if it is, we're going to let you know. If it's not, we're going to give you some feedback to hopefully help you get it there. And then we're going to keep it moving. But first, we got to see who's on this leaderboard. So how we do this is the top 3 on the 7-day leaderboard. We play their music first. So we got Preet, we got Rodolfo. Shout out to Rodolfo. He just hit level 7 inside the community. So shout out to Rodolfo. If you don't know, level 7 is a special level inside the hub. And it gives you a very exclusive benefit. Jared Hudson is number 3. So we're gonna get it going. With Preet. Let's see if Preet submitted something this week. Preet. All right, live music reviews. Let's see if we got Preet in here. Let's scoot that up a little bit. Let's see if Preet been working on some new stuff. Oh yeah. I don't see Preet, but I see we got a lot of dope submissions tonight. So this should be good. I'm excited. I don't see Preet, so we're going to go to the second one. Drop some fire emojis, man, if y'all ready to listen to some fire music. Let me see them in the chat. Yeah, I don't see Preet. Who's up next? Rodolfo. Let's see if Rodolfo submitted something. Fry, Mariano, Livingston, Greg, Nate, Janelle, Rich, Jason. Uh-oh. Is this the first time in history that 2 out of the 3 top 3s didn't submit music? Let's see where Jared's at. Jared, where you at? This is crazy. I don't even see Jared. I'm seeing fire emojis, though. Somebody says Taco Bell, a.k.a. Mystery Meats. That is the most accurate description ever. Oh, man. All right, I'm seeing fire emojis. So we don't have none of the top 3s, man. So we're going to just start from the top of the list and work our way through. Let's start with Janelle. It's been a while. It has. It's been a couple weeks. Here's one of my tracks for a true crime album I'm putting together. A dark, dramatic, orchestral hybrid blending powerful percussion with eerie synths to build tension and intrigue. Ideal for true crime, psychological thrillers, and suspenseful storytelling. Y'all's descriptions have gotten quite exquisite over the weeks, and I'm here for it. Let's check it out. Unsub. Whoa. Janelle's at it again. Woo. Yeah, I think that was a first. It's time. Got the churro joints this week. Yo, this is crazy. Woo! Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah, 100%. That reverb was golden. I have a submission in the same genre. This is the gold standard. Let's go. Just Jay, what's good, Jay? Yeah, it's ready. It's ready, Janelle. You killed it. Yeah, I'm sure that whole album's gonna be crazy. Excited to see where that ends up. All right. So the night stream snack is fueled by masa chips. This is the cleanest tortilla chip you can get. This is the churro flavor. It's like cinnamon, sugar. That had a lot of cinnamon on it. That's a lot. Oh my. I don't know about that. That was a lot. But they're good overall. Shout out to Masa Chips, man. If you want 20% off your first order of Masa Chips, it's a clean chip. It's cooked in beef tallow. As I spit them all over the mic. And it's just only clean, 100% like clean ingredients. Redmond's real sea salt. 100% grass-fed beef tallow. It's great. So that's why I rock with them, and I snack with them quite often on the stream because I get hungry while I'm listening to music. But this is great. Janelle, that thing is ready to go. Looking forward to hearing that album. Nate. All right, we got Greg. Nate was just saying, hey, let's go. Let's see what Greg been cooking up. Yeah, we can open that up. Waiting for the epic return of the lime masa. Listen, the only way that's returning is if they change it. They stop putting lime tree roots in the ingredients. That will go down in history as like the craziest real-time review of a flavor ever. I can hear this being used on something. I think it could use a bass, some type of bass in there. Patty P, what's up, Patty? Let's go. What y'all snacking on tonight? Y'all got some snacks? In the hub, let's get a placement and a Masa Chips ad. Wouldn't that be fire? I should hit him up like, hey, so I do music? Can I do music for your chips, please? Just give us a brief. I'll give it to my community. We'll knock it out. Let's see how this ends. I like it though. It has potential. it fades out. So this is what I would do with this track. I would take the fade out. Let me pause it. And replace it with a definite sting ending. Dun. That's all you need on the end of that. It's already released, so I'm not sure exactly, if it's something you want to go back and redo, or if you want to create a version specifically for sync, but then leave this online on the streaming platforms just for people to listen to, whatever. But lengthwise, it's kind of long. It's kind of long, but I think adding a bass at some part coming into that song, I think would fill it up more. It just feels like it's missing some low end a little bit to kind of round everything out. But I could hear it as sort of like, it almost feels like some sort of ambient, how would I describe it? I wouldn't like ambient. I don't want to say piano, but it feels like it could sort of fit in like an investigative show, maybe during like some type of working scene or montage, like like when they're doing like on CSI, like when they go into their whole mode and they're like looking at all the evidence and you got the people. There's no talking. It's just a montage. I can hear it being used on something like that. So I definitely think it has potential. Mix wasn't bad at all. And yeah, we just need that sting ending on there. But yeah, I'm not mad at that. Good work. Keep it up, Greg. And thanks for sharing that with us. We got Livingston Pen. Patty P said, I was about to ask what you snacking on. Yeah, we got the masa chips over here. I probably ain't gonna eat a bunch because I had I went in a little bit last night on this bass, so I probably ain't gonna have a ton tonight. But you will see me snack on one here and there, and I'm low key full from this burger I had earlier today. So Livingston said, "Let's go." Been meaning to share this for a while. Let me know what you all think. All right, Mastermind. Vintage driving montage. Yeah. I'm sensing that. I'm sensing the slap coming. Oh yeah. This is clean. The Bureau always coming with some clean mixes. The artwork's fire too. We gave Patty a couple weeks off of running from Flair's tracks. It does look like it has some headroom. Oh yeah, man, they'll eat this up, bro. You already know. He knows it. Great sting ending. Love the lead up to the sting as well. Yeah, that joint's ready. Did we DJ? We DJ horn Janelle's, didn't we? I think we did. Yeah. Let's go. The Bureau, aka Livingston Pen, with another one. Virix Dream Course says, I can see this on one of those housewife shows. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's one of those ones like they gonna use on multiple episodes for sure. I was thinking gradually bring up the higher register fluty synth melody. That could be dope. Like maybe like in the last hook or something like that. Definitely possible. You already know. You already know Flair's gonna have Patty taking off. All right, Mariano. Here I am, excited to release my first track in this beloved community. It is a hybrid orchestral hip-hop music for sports. All feedback is welcome. Greetings, everyone. All right, let's check it out. Alley Oop Anthem. Straight to the point. Summer vibes from Flares. Yeah, super cool. Yeah, sports that uses a lot. I think maybe roll off some of the high end. Like on the hi-hats. Yeah, 100%. It's constantly moving too. It stays interesting. This is good. Woo, got a little spicy with this thing ending. I see. Yeah. No, that's dope. Yeah, like for me personally, like on the hi-hats, it seemed like the high end on the EQ was just a little high. It was like it's like on the verge of kind of getting like piercing the ears a little bit, but overall I think the track is great. Structure's great. Intro, I like how you started with the drum roll straight into the track. You know, didn't waste any time. The length is perfect. You're right at like 2 minutes. Like we mentioned before, great edit points. Yeah, I think that one is I was pretty much ready to go, man. I'm gonna have to go ahead and DJ horn that joint. So yeah, good work, Mariano. Thanks for sharing that. And yeah, solid track. That was a part of an album. Yeah, I would do a whole album of that and submit that joint. For sure. Frime Beats, Introspective. I think he meant to say introspective. Introspective mystery, dramatic vibe. Got accepted for a next round for a drama series, but waiting on final answer. Let's see what the group here thinks. Is this ready or needs more work or orchestration? Sometimes I tend to want to add more and more. Recently, some musical directors told me to put less and less, and sometimes I make my strings too dramatic. Listen, man, that is like a daily struggle for producers. It's like you just want to add more. Let's check it out. Let's see if he did too much. This looks excessively cinnamony.
Jason said it's ready now. Yeah, this is sounding good, man. In the Great Sahara. No other species has been able to survive this long. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is great. Like, I don't feel like it was overproduced. I don't think it needs more. I think it's ready. Yeah, I wouldn't add anything. I think this is great. I think the strings are fine. I don't think they're too dramatic. Yeah, I think you're just, because a lot of this stuff is subjective too. So this is like one of those things where it's like, I personally think it's fine as is, but now you're just kind of waiting to hear back from the directors and see what they say, because they may have a different vision in mind for the use. But yeah, I think you nailed it. This is dope. Let's go. I think everybody else is agreeing as well. Patty P says nice sounds. DJ Rail, those impact drums are lit. That level up lead and the melody on the back, T2 soundtrack vibe, love it. Amazing helicopter flying in the Andes, boom. Or Amazon, I said amazing. Amazon, something chasing and eating something else naturally, right? They've got a nature doc vibe. Yeah, man, that was dope. You can always pull back on the __ mixes. True, the flexibility we have in sync. Alt mixes. The song of the wild masa chip. The wild masa chip. Grown in the deep southern hemisphere of the earth. Oh, man. All right, let's keep it moving. I'm loving what I'm hearing so far. We got Terry Thompson. Here's something for sports segments called Super Me, intros, highlight reels, or support behind under commentary. Let's go. No doubt, Frime. Oh, it has to be narrated by Morgan. That's going to bring it all together. So this section kind of took me away from sports. It started getting playful, not in a competitive kind of way though. It started to feel more like not necessarily, I guess, dramedy maybe, but I wouldn't say dramedy because it wasn't like dramatic. It was more comedic than anything. But the instrumentation is here. I think the instrumentation is here. I think I would just move some of the I would establish a more simple rhythm with the drums, kick, snare, and then your percussion. Your percussion is cool, can keep doing, but I think I would want something that just drives the beat a little bit more. Having the snare hit, something that's just a little more consistent beat wise. We'll trim that part out. Got the transitional sounds in there. Yeah, and I think a stronger no, the melody could work with the brass. Yeah, I would kind of restructure it. Take out the part that feels comedic with the bells and the mallet sounds. I would probably just take those out because it just changes the vibe from sports. Stick with the brass, stick with the strings and strings and synths. Solidify that rhythm section a little bit more for the drums, and yeah, got your transitional sounds. Let's see how it ends. Yeah, that's almost there. I think it still needs some work, but I think you're on the right track in terms of like the instrumentation you picked. Yeah, I think you're on the right track. Brass sounds muted, brighten it up a bit. Yeah, more solid beat, India vibe, video game maybe. Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking. That snare hit. Yeah, make that. Yeah, get that joint in there. Love the concept. Just need a little tweaking. Yep. Maybe it's just me, but I'm missing a snare type sound. I got hats and kicks, but need something in the middle. I like the vibe. I heard video game in my head. Yeah. Hi-hats are hi-hatting. Love it. Good arrangement, but I upgraded the orchestral sounds. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I would agree with that. That or getting some, modifying it with some EQ and some plugins, kind of beef them up a little bit. So yeah. Can we AI sample his voice to provide a narration? You can probably get something close. I don't think you get like his voice specifically, but I'm sure we could probably get some AI generated voiceover going in the place of Morgan. So yeah. Yep. Indeed, man. This is the place to do it. Thanks for sharing, bro. Keep it up. All right, we got Jason Carpenter. A feel-good island beat down by the beach. Boy, Lord have mercy. All right. Feels good outside. Feels good. Okay. Feels summery. Happy. Scene transition. Cutting to the beach. One of those dating game shows on the beach. Solid mix on here. Yep, exactly. Yeah. Literally like 100. I like that synth. There we go. Yeah. I rock with it. I think it's ready. Yeah, that just feels good. Solid mix. Yeah, I can hear that on like all the shows everyone mentioned in the comments. It could be on there easily. And the vocal chop too. I see that stuff get requested quite a bit. Just kind of having those little chops in there to give it a vocalese vibe. I feel like publishers tend to like that without it being overpoweringly vocal. So yeah, good work, Jason. Let's go. We got Rich in the building. The twist is there. Wait, no, the twist is that there is no twist. A grungy layered guitar-driven rocker with tasty ear candy throughout. Segments are eminently choppable and clippable. Build-up grows and drops and grows again. Why'd I put a D at the end of that? Time to get a versus going against Michael Connor. I know, right? Nice. Michael says, challenge accepted. He said, let's bring it. Toe to toe. Here we go. Michael McChallenge. This is a brand. Michael McConnor has a whole McBrand. Michael McChallenge. Man. This has a ton of potential, Rich. I think it's just the mix and the processing of the guitars with like the reverb and stuff is overpowering everything else. But if you can like dial in the mix on this, like the vibe and cut the intro, like have those drums come in sooner. Yeah, mix would have to be improved. Bringing those drums or bringing the guitars down, and then probably bringing some of the drums up so we can feel like that kick. And I like the progressions. Cause I feel like it could be used in like some fun scene of I don't know, like some teenagers like clowning around or whatever. It just feels like it feels like it has like a fun vibe to it. Even retro, like it has this fun retro vibe to it. I think if you like dialed in the mix, you can like really bring that out. Tighten up those drums, like during some of the transitions, have like like with the snare rolls to like really build up into like the hook or something like that would be super dope. Let me see how it ends. That's fun. Psychedelic for sure. Yeah, definitely agree with that. Yep. Beach Boys with goatees, 60s all day. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Like tighten up the mix, tighten up the structure a little bit, And then like you can have an album of this and just pitch a darn psychedelic 60s album. I bet they'll eat that up. Layer some harder drums. Yep. Well, yeah. Yep. 100%. Let's go. Thanks for sharing, Rich. Jason Dowdy, Edge of Silence, erupts with thunderous percussion, wailing synths, and distorted brass bass, driving a relentless sense of urgency. Pitch-bending drones and hanging moments of silence deliver that classic trailer suspense perfect for high-stakes thrillers and cinematic teasers. Let's go. Also, tomorrow night, make sure y'all follow Jason Dowdy's YouTube channel. He will be streaming live to do Sync Producer Spotlight. We're going to be spotlighting Nate from the community, talk about his journey in sync. So Jason's gonna be doing this new series. So make sure y'all tap in, subscribe to his channel. If you're inside the community, you'll see him post. We'll pin it up when he has another guest, so we can keep you guys posted and also like showcase the producers in the community. So shout out to Jason for doing that. Super dope. Looking forward to that tomorrow night. All right, let's see what Jason been cooking up though, musically. Yep, no doubt. Oh man. Oh, pleasant surprise. Jason and Janelle with these types of tracks, y'all kind of I know, right? Well, there you go. Jason and Janelle collab would be crazy. Would we be able to take it? Like, would we be able to digest that type of collab? Great work, man. I say it's ready. That thing, it did turn. It took a turn. And then it like really settled into a vibe right here. But this was, you know what was about to happen right here. This was like, I may have to run for my life or just kind of figure out a mystery, but it could get real any moment. Like that's what I was feeling right here. Yeah, great work. Let's go. Arsemio. Do we have any newbies that submitted something tonight? Arsimio, I'm him, exudes confidence and dominance with a swaggering beat that emphasizes self-assurance and authority. The production is minimal yet hard-hitting with clean transitions and a modern trap aesthetic that make it highly adaptable for urban and high-energy settings. Let's check it out. Ooh. Like that progression. I think the mix could be improved and the volume can come up. So far, that's the only thing. Haunted trap. Yeah. I was thinking like Halloween trap. Especially with that organ and the progression. Beetlejuice meets trap. Ooh. Got you. Halloween Christmas vibe. Yeah, I get it. Like this could be, you can hear this like on the Grinch, on something like, the Grinch doing something crazy. It could work. Oh, that was nice. Ooh. Ooh, listen. I want to DJ horn this just for the chords and the arrangement. I have to do it. The mix has to improve. You tweak the mix and this joint is ready. Like get the mix dialed in, turn that overall master volume up, and that thing will be ready, bro. Like the way it built, the guitar came in, the organ, that joint was crazy. I rock with that. Yeah, I rock with that. Joshua, what's good, bro? Yeah. That was crazy. I wasn't expecting that. That was some nice little icing on the cake. Let's go. All right, we got Daryl Daniels. I see Daryl, DJ. Yeah, we're gonna get to that for sure. All right, Can It Be Real? A mid-tempo electronic pop track blending atmospheric synths, quirky percussion, and G. Dorian harmonies to evoke curiosity, longing, and self-reflection. Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's get straight into this joint. It already sounds interesting. Excuse me. It already sounds interesting. I know, right? It's a weekly challenge, man. Oh yeah, I can hear that too. Or see that. I would turn that sound down. That synth sound. Mixing would need some work on this one. That synth said, I will stand out and be heard amongst all of you other sounds. Let's see. I think that guitar, I guess it depends on what the use is, but it could be a little busy melodically. Yeah. I can hear that. Video game. Definitely could hear some video game stuff. Yeah, I can hear video game. We tighten up that mix, tuck that synth down in there volume wise. Yeah. Casual motion. Perfect scenes for. Yeah. Electro pop. Video game. FYM video game. My dog is trying to figure out what that sound. What kind of dog you got, LW? Sims video game for sure with the transitions. Yeah. This isn't bad. Maybe the guitar can sound. I think I already posted that one. I feel the kick, just need to hear it a bit more. Bring it forward in the mix, but it sits nicely through with the beat. I hear like a some retro games. I can hear like some type of like RPG. Yeah. Definitely has those vibes. All right, let's go. Thanks for submitting that, Daryl. We got Lamar Franklin. The work is titled, Here's My Heart. It is to convey the mood or emotion of love. Let's see what Lamar been cooking up. French Bulldog. Beautiful. Feels like love immediately. Girl, you know, since I laid eyes on you, my world has never been the same. We need to go back to like hysterically long talking intros in R&B music. Like 2 minutes in, we're just getting into the first verse because we had to get the whole backstory. Like something in the mix. Maybe cutting back on some of the reverb to bring it more forward in the mix. But I can hear this being played like in a lounge scene or something. Love and a crime drama. Oh, 100%. Really? They don't have that in Canada? They need to get with it, man. Tell Canada to step it up and get some jazz clubs and lounges with live music. You are now tuned in to Nightlife with Anthony Clint Jr. Yep. Yeah, that was smooth, Lamar. I ain't gonna lie. I like the ending. That felt very television like. It felt like end of scene, like when, like, you know, they get done doing whatever in the scene and then the music kind of turns up and you got the Sting ending. And then you hear the commercial. So yeah, I like it, man. I like the vibe. I think the mix just needs to be like, the volume needs to be brought up, maybe pull back on the reverb so like it feels more kind of right there in your face, front forward. Excuse me. But I like the arrangement, like the instrumentation. Yeah. It's smooth. Very loungy. We won't see a lot of requests for it in Sing, obviously, but you know, they come up. They come up. Dreamy mood setting with Clint's rap. Visual novel type background music too. There you go. I didn't think of that. Feels like a Food Network show, Cooking with Ned. Ned. That is hilarious. Out of all names, man, I was not expecting Ned. Same in Vancouver, Jason. Jazz clubs, at least. That is wild. Wow. I didn't expect that. The Night Ride with Venus Flytrap. There you go. This sounds like some GTA, one of the GTA radio stations in the car. But yeah, newscast station. That Sting ending definitely gave some newscast vibes. Some news segment. Yeah. So yeah, let's go. Let's keep it moving. We getting through them. We got the new Sing Producer Hub member in the building. Anticipation is the name of the track. Best described as a pensive and contemplative. Appreciate your ears on this. Let's check it out. How many more we got? We might get through them. We might go ahead. Yeah, we might get through them because we extended it so we can kind of get through a little bit more music. So let's go. Let's see what we can do. Hello, I'm Ned. Tonight we're making pasta. Just for you, baby. I like this. Yo, that would be crazy. A late night cooking show on the Food Network. Cooking After Dark. Oh man, does that exist? I feel like it should. At least for comedic purposes. Yeah, so I think you definitely have a great foundation here. It could be longer, about, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then maybe adding maybe another layer of instrumentation for the hook, like a really strong melody. Maybe not a melody, because you kind of got that. Maybe just like some, I don't know, some strong hits, accents, chords. And then with the Sting ending, having all the instrumentations kind of hit that, like the root note, maybe. With the kick. Dun, dun. You can just end it just like that. Have all the instruments hit that note. But yeah, I think it's a great start to something. Just a little more, have it build up a little bit more, and then depending on where the vocal sample is from, want to make sure that is like original. because publishers usually won't like it if it is pulled from a source, another source, even if it's royalty free. Yo, this is wild. We just came up with a new show concept. Vyrick says Ned wearing a wife beater and a headscarf. We need to put this in AI. We need to put this in VO3 and see what it gives us. We have to do it. If we have time, we got to do it. Do we have to do this? Oh man, why won't it let me it won't let me easily copy in. Oh, there it is, copy text. I'm writing this down so if we do have time. Uh-oh. Let me see. I had all my I don't think anybody would want to hack into homeschool info. I have my personal info sharing there for me. Let me get a new there we go. I had to type that down in case we get to that, because that would be hilarious. All right. But yeah, good foundation there, DJ. Is DJ still in here? A nice thing ending on that B flat. We'll beef it up. Headscarf, chef's hat, or a bonnet. Yeah. But yeah, I like the vibe. Just making sure that that vocal camera's cool. And then yeah, tighten up the structure, or like pretty much doubling up on the structure. That'll leave you some room to kind of create some different sections that'll be flexible for the editors. So yeah, we got Roger, another newbie to the community, looking to see if I'm heading in the right direction. Just a little something to vibe to. The track is called Cool Night's Breeze. Let's go. Yep. We just transitioned into smooth vibes. Yeah. I like how you ended it. Yeah, I can hear this on some type of show. Something a little more mellow. And then it feels a little suspenseful as well. And some of these breakdowns, you can even create a version without the drums, man, and have a really nice a nice little like ambient track as well that I think would work well. So yeah, I like it. Let me see. Send it back to the mix. Length, they probably want it a little bit longer, depending on the publisher you're submitting to. But yeah, a cool, nice breeze. I can see that. I can see that being used on some type of like night scene or something like that. So yeah. For the first episode of Munchin' After Dark. All right, that's the name of the show. We got a name of the show, Munchin' After Dark. Let's write that down. Munchin' After Dark with Ned. This is wild. This is what happens when you get a bunch of creatives in a stream reviewing music. All right, what we got up next? Jay, Anglin. Both tracks have spring and summer vibes. I know the one named Beach Vibes needs to be structured. Let's check it out. Yep. Sponsored by Masa. Got to bring out the spicy carbonaro. That vocal sound dope. This is a vibe. It's getting more vocally. Oh yeah. I like these little tropical vibes. Nice vocals. I think overall volume can come up, but the mix sounds good. Yeah, that's crazy. This track just confirmed that Dreamcore needs to go on vacation. Yeah, I rock with this. Let's see how it ends with the ocean. Hold on. I'm not mad, like, for an album, I'm not mad at how that ended. For Sync, I would obviously put the Sting ending on there, but yeah, this was dope. I think it's ready. Turn the volume up, and then I think it has the potential. I think it has the potential to be used. Even turn that joint into like a full song with a hook. Like I think they can use it like that too, because I've seen requests for songs that like have, again, vocals is not necessarily saying anything, but it's just like on the hook. They like that. The publishers like that too. So yeah, I like it. Oh man, I done clicked out of the whole thing. All right, let's get back where we were. All right, now we're getting into MVP territory here. All right, so we got a couple. We got a few more. We got Michael. We're gonna skip Mark. We're gonna skip him for now. What Lies Beyond? Run, Patty. Run. Okay, I don't know. You know what? Let's skip Michael. We're gonna come back to Michael because it sounds like he's on something else tonight. I don't know what that's gonna be. Matthew, first time sending a song here, even if I'm here since 2024, but it's time. Hey, listen, you've been kicking, you've been learning. We got you. Scary and exciting. Let's see. Track, we made it. Emotional orchestral trap, epic sports triumph. Let's check it out. Oh, we got right into it. Let's go. Let's go, Matthew. Came in strong. Yeah, maybe. Well, depending on what the scene is, like, what if there's no ocean? They're like, why are we hearing waves? That's a good point to bring up. Hey, this is nice. Matthew's been working. Everybody got Jason relaxed over there. Come on, snare rolls. Let's go, man. That was great. It's ready to go. Make a whole album of that. Because yeah, you nailed it. Mix was fire. Love the transitional sounds that was going on in that thing. Love the energy. Yeah, you nailed it. Emotional orchestral trap epic sports triumph. You got it. DJ Rails is full of energy. Tony Ars is great. Maybe make make hats more accents sound like same volume, offbeat, a bit quieter. Terrence rocking with it. Yeah, let's go. All right, Miguel. This is a full song, produced and written, recorded, etc. by me. Just wanted to get some ears on it. We got you, Miguel. We got another Miguel in the community. Let's go, Miguel's. Queso demo. Or Queso. Or is it Queso? Queso, right?
I've been waiting all day just to get to the queso. Get to the queso.
Hey.
Stare these chips are high, no way I can lay low. No way I can lay low. This my moment, time to dip in. Queso up, let it melt. Take a dip. Still not enough.
Has this been placed yet?
Let it melt. Take a dip. Still not enough. Come through, pull up. Everybody suit up. Just a little anthem for the ones who get the Gouda. I ain't talking cheese, unless we talking about the moolah. Hot with the sauce, gotta put me in the cooler. Never been about funny business, no blooper. I'll school ya, measure up, no ruler. My jeweler.
Oh no, not that Miguel. Put cheese in the chat for this one.
Ready or not, we too hot. Hands in the mist like Play-Doh. Shake my wins in the payroll.
It's ready, bro.
Hello. Stack high. Been waiting all day just to get to the queso. Stare these chips are high. No way I can lay low. This my moment, time to dip.
It could.
Queso up. Let it melt. Take a dip. Still not enough. Queso up. Let it melt. Take a dip. Still not enough. Down to the wire, lately feeling so inspired. Sparking up a fire, got me singing in the choir. Think I'm finally hitting go cold for the minors. Always knew I'd major and it's something I've acquired. Ooh. No handouts, everything panned out. Even when it all goes south, I'm a man now, no man down. 10 toes firm on the land now.
Shout out to the art. Wait, no.
Drip, drop, keep it locked. We don't stop. Hit the spot, ready or not, we too hot. Hands in the mist like Play-Doh. Shake
yeah.
my wins in the payroll.
Nah, Miguel, you gonna be a problem. Cause this is all Miguel.
Get to the queso. Stare these chips are high, no way
That thing ready. Oh, it needs a sting ending, but that's about it. That's about it. And the beat does just making sure that there's no samples. If there's no samples, yeah, you're good to go, bro. That joint sounds crazy. That joint sounds crazy. Mix is solid. I rock with it, and it's just just a demo. It's only in demo mode. That's the wild part. So let's go. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at that. All right, let's circle back. We got Michael Connor's joint. What lies beyond? Attention cue. Run, Patty. This is your warning. Excuse me. Why I keep burping? This is your warning, Patty, to run. Attention cue, which started with a building drone layer with more layers added on. The strings were starting to sound too sweet, so I left all but the top and bottom layers out. Was experimenting with moving the sounds around the space to give it an edgy feel and keep Patty on her toes. Let's go. Final mix. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Dope stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. All right, what lines beyond? Run. Even put the run, Patty, run in parentheses again. Patty, you got multiple warnings. Look. All right, here we go. No, shoot. That's how we starting. Drop some strings in the chat for Michael. It's the string master. This sounds crazy. Like you don't know what's going to happen. What is it? You and flares with these crazy string things. The way that panned. It is, isn't it? Wow. Well, yeah, that was well executed. That was a movie. I felt like I was watching a movie. Like I want to watch that movie that has that in it because it makes the movie feel like it's a good movie. Does that make sense? Like the sound of the movie makes it, you know. I'll have to change my plan tonight. Producers make me want to switch makes me want to watch horror movies. I know, right? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right. I need to get a poll together. We do have 2 Jasons in the room. That's wild. Great work. Did I DJ horn that? All right. All right. This we should be able to do this, right? We should be able to do this. We should be able to get narrow this down to 4 people. No problem. LW doesn't think we can do it, but I believe we can do it. I believe in us. Top 4. Who y'all got? Drop some names in the chat. We're going to put together a little poll and see. W doesn't think we can do it, but I. Oops. Yeah, let's get this poll started. I'm gonna have to. Now, dang, cause see, listen, I don't know. Maybe it won't be as easy as I thought because of the Michael joint. He just kind of threw. He kind of made this even more challenging. I ain't gonna lie. Mission accomplished. Patty ran. She's out of here. I seen those shoes. I seen the eyes. I seen the shoes, and that was it. She's out of here. Patty gets royalties just for running. That's how he knew that the track was what it needed to be. All right. So I feel like the theme tonight was tension and horror, like whatever genre. It's like suspense, tension, horror. Tense horror. Oh man. All right. So are y'all dropping names? These are the first 2 I had was Janelle and Jason, because they were like neck and neck with those tracks. And then Michael came in here. Michael McScary, as Jason just noted, Michael McScary came in here with his. So now I feel like, what are these numbers that YouTube is showing me? What is this? What does this mean? Oh, it's top fan. I didn't even know YouTube had top fans on the stream. Shout out to Rich, Jason, and Michael. They're top 3 fans. that was random. I didn't even know that was a thing. I just started seeing like crowns and numbers in the chat. Did y'all notice that? Do y'all see that on y'all's end? So, all right. So I'm thinking Janelle was crazy. You're going to have to go back, Patty P. The beginning of the stream, top of the stream, she took it there. Jason has similar vibes. Michael just came in with a vibe. But then we had Miguel come in with that song, though. But then we had others, too. So let me see who y'all got. Yeah, Matt's was dope. I mean, like, it's tough. It is tough. Let me see. We got Matt, Michael McScary. Frimes was dope. Yeah, the other Jason's track was fire. That other one where the volume needed to come up with the guitar solo at the end, that was dope. Mariano's was dope too. All right, let me see. I got room for one more. Frime, I seen a couple for Frime. Discovery Channel. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. I'm gonna go with, let me see, Frime or Matthew, or is that the same person? The summer chat with the voice was dope too. All right, let's go with Frime. Let's go with Frime. All right, we'll start the poll. We're gonna see what y'all got, man. And then in the meantime, drop some fire emojis in the chat. We about to end these music reviews with Mark, and then we're gonna try and create an AI video. This crazy idea y'all came up with. And then we're gonna do like a quick cook up. It's gonna be like I'm probably gonna have like 15 minutes to come up with a hook at least. I think I can knock out a hook in 15 minutes. What y'all think? We're gonna try and make it happen, especially since I had all this caffeine. I gotta do something with this energy. I'm just up. Might as well be productive. All right, drop some fire emojis in the track. We about to play this Flares joint. Did we get the disclaimer? Did Michael drop the disclaimer? I know it's been a couple weeks, but I also know he has a vault of disclaimers on standby. See, there it is. He just dropped it. All right, here we go. Disclaimer for newbies. MVPs bringing the heats. No mystery like Taco Bell meats. Fury and Fuego. Darn it, it moved. Fuego gonna hit you. It ain't no walk in the park. Don't get slayed before watching Munchin' After Dark. Michael O'Connor got bars. He just wrote that on the fly and it rhymed. Oh, man. Let's go. I'm seeing the fire. Yeah, you can cook up that fast, but I don't think I can stay up much longer. Jason is fading. Jason's like, I need sleep. I feel you, bro. Listen, the only reason I'm probably up right now is because I had an espresso pod that it had extra caffeine in addition to the regular caffeine. And I drunk that joint late. Like I had worked out at 7 and I was drinking a coffee while I was working out. But I didn't finish drinking the coffee till 8. So, yeah, I'm up. I'm about to be up. I'm going so usually I would wake up early and I've been on that, but lately, man, I've been a night owl, man. So, my schedule's shifting here. All right, here we go. I see the fire. Let's go. Summer vibes. Mark Allen, driving top down at dusk. Look at this. That's the gift he gave us. Let's see if this is truly summer. Summer vibes. Look at the title. Summer vibes named Flesh Wound. Yeah, it was weird. Cause I was just like, I can't wait till after I work out. Then I'm gonna really be drinking coffee late. So I was like, I'm gonna just drink it. It's like a pre-workout. During workout. Summer vibes. No doubt. Let's go. Uh-oh. Patty about to run back. that? I can hear this on like a Call of Duty trailer. Sheesh. I know, right? Yeah. Shout out to Flair. That would be interesting for sure. Shout out to Flares. That was his Summer Vibes track. Summer Vibes track. So that you feel nice, light, and summery and happy as you cruise through the beachside roads. Yeah, it does. Last Christmas, we did have Frosty the Snowman. It was an adventure, to say the least. All right. So, let me see. Let's use. I will try this. Of course I have to. Of course I have to sign in. All right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get this prompt going so we can start generating a video while I get my Logic set up. So we had, what was the name of the show? Okay. Let's create. Create a video of a show host named Ned wearing a wife beater and a headscarf on the late night cooking show titled Munchin' After Dark. Anything else we should add? Any imperative information? Not going to this summer cookout. I'm gonna skip. Let's skip this summer. After hearing that, something bad is about to happen. Okay. Let's see what that generates. Munchin' After Dark. Got it. All right, we're gonna see what VO3 spits out. It'll be a few minutes. Let me get Logic open. All right, what should we knock out? Should I knock out should I knock out something for this album that I'm working on? I'm 6 tracks in. I gotta do 10 tracks by the end of this month. This will be the 7th one. Why? There we go. Like, why is my joint's not? It's not working for me. Yeah, by the time this get done, I'll have like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna try and knock out a full 8-bar idea in 15 minutes. From scratch, sort of. Like I have a template, sort of, but it'll just be from scratch. Let's see if we can get it done. I'm also trying to. The goal is to always do like 5 to 10 tracks, no matter what, every month, and pitch them. even if I don't have even if I'm not working on like active briefs, I think 10 tracks a month, 5 to 10 tracks a month, is doable. That's the goal. Shout out to Logic and these updates though. Got the longer fader bars. I'm kind of appreciating those. We got AI integrated into the the little text, the notes thing. That comes in handy. And I haven't had the need for the stem splitter recently since they updated it, but I'm sure that may come in handy at some point. So we'll see. All right. Uh-oh. The video is almost, bro. This is about to be crazy. This is hold on, let me get this size right. So y'all can see Ned. All right, y'all. Here we go. This is Ned. This is Munching After Dark.
And that's how you make my famous midnight marinara. Perfect for when those late night munchies hit. And that's how you make my famous midnight marinara. Perfect for when those late night munchies hit. And that's how you make my famous midnight marinara.
I can't.
Perfect
man.
for when
AI
those
is
late night
hilarious.
munchies hit. And that's how you make my.
That is that is hilarious. Midnight marinara. Shout out to Ned. Y'all created this character. Oh man. There you go. There you go. That's Munching After Dark, man. And we were talking about the pasta too, which is wild. I didn't even put pasta in there. I said create a video of a show host named Ned wearing a wife beater and a headscarf on the late night cooking show titled Munching After Dark. Dim lights and hot food on the table. Slow lounge music playing in the background as the host talks about his recipe. Oh, we didn't count the fingers. Let's run it back. We got to make sure you got the right amount of fingers.
That's how you make my famous midnight marinara. Perfect for when those late night.
I don't know. It looked like he has all his fingers.
Hit. And that's how you make.
I think they got it right.
Midnight marinara. Perfect for when those late night munchies.
It must be cold in that room. They got my man's nipples protruding through that wife beater. Like, that ain't that ain't cool. Why they do him like that? Man. Midnight Marinara. That's where it's at. So I used what was this? This is Flow, and it's using VO3 to generate the video. I know, right? So there we go. All right. Let's go, man. Let's cook up. I got 15 minutes. Let me set a timer. We're gonna set a timer so that we stay on track. Oh, wait. We gotta check the poll. Janelle won. Shout out to Janelle. Janelle won, and Jason and Michael tied. So, all right. Shout out to everybody who submitted, man. AI is getting better, man. They're getting people's fingers right. Sometimes when it moves, it gets weird, but I think they figured it out. All right. That is definitely not. Let me see. There we go. Let's get the whole thing. All right. 15 minutes. Let's go. Let me move this so I can. Yeah, that's a good start. Is there no audio? There we go. I would have went through this whole thing. No one can hear anything I'm doing. I had the chat block, so I couldn't even see it. All right, can y'all hear now? ASMR cookup. Oh man. I can hear you tapping on the table. Can y'all hear it now? Y'all should be able to hear it now. Type a 1 in the chat if you can hear it now. All right, there we go. Just rock with this bass. Okay. Dope. Yo, why are these so large? Usually it's not. That's weird. Oops, maybe it's this. No, I don't even think. That's super weird. I don't know why I did that. Okay, that's normal. Like 6 minutes. That went quick. Oh shoot, I need something. I just want something like in the background. A little bit because it's gonna be a quick intro. Actually, I like that. What was that? Was it art? I think I rock with that. Omnisphere. This is goated. I got 3 minutes left. I'm basically done. So this is a simple one. They don't want like a lot going on, so. If I can tune this. Where's that? Oh, I can. So I'll put this in here for like a some space in a verse or something. Let me see. Let me take some. Yeah, that'll be. I'll probably like have that come in. Second verse breakdown or something where things are just super duper sparse. Yeah. Maybe a shaker. Throw a shaker in there. Let's save. How about that? That's it. I'm out of time. Boom, we got an idea out. Track 7 for the album. Boom, that's it. Boom, there we go. All right, so that's it. That gives me shoot, I knocked out quite a few tracks this week. One I was able to flesh out and structure out. The rest I got to finish structuring out, but we can add this one to the list. I'll finish structuring out next week. And boom, there we go. So that's it, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in for Sync Producer Live. Shout out to all the Sync Producer Hub members out here crushing it. Hopefully we share some information that can help you, and hopefully you're another step closer to getting your music placed in TV and film. If you're not a member of Sync Producer Hub, click the link in the description. Join us so you can learn how to make money with your music through TV placements. And that's it, man. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.